Ready? Be ready. Start. This appeal has been filed under Section 28 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 against the judgment and decree dated 9/1/1998 passed by the Additional District Judge number 1 Bharatpur in Civil Miscellaneous Case number 14 of 1996, dismissing the application submitted by the appellant under Section 13 for the dissolution of the marriage new para. The brief facts giving rise to this appeal are that the marriage between the appellant husband and the respondent wife took place on 3/12/1992, and it is urged in the petition that on or before 21/2/1993 the respondent wife tried to pour kerosene oil on herself to immolate but was prevented by the husband appellant with great difficulty. On the next day, that is on 22/2/1993, on information having been sent by the appellant to his in-laws, the brother of the respondent wife and her brother-in-law came and took her to her parental home. Full stop. It is alleged that the respondent used to behave in an abnormal manner, and it is further alleged that even prior to her marriage she suffered from mental disorder. Full stop. In the petition, it was alleged that the appellant made an inquiry and came to know that even prior to the marriage the respondent wife was being treated for the aforesaid ailment. Full stop. It was also stated in the petition that the respondent was treated by Dr. Madhuvan Singh in his hospital for the aforesaid purpose. Full stop. It is submitted that on 17/2/1994 the respondent was taken to hospital, and looking to her ailments it was impossible for the appellant husband to continue the marriage, and hence on the grounds mentioned in clause within bracket 3 of section 13 within bracket 1, that the respondent being incurably suffering from mental disorder of unsound mind, the decree of dissolution of marriage was sought by the husband appellant. Full stop. New para. The respondent filed an appeal and denied the allegations. Full stop. In response, the respondent filed her reply and alleged that the husband appellant used to treat her with cruelty because of the fact that sufficient amount of dowry was not given in the marriage. Full stop. It was alleged in the reply that the husband treated her very badly and even poured kerosene on her body to burn her. Full stop. She denied that she was mentally unsound or was treated for his ailment. Full stop. She also submitted that as a result of the marriage she gave birth to a girl child. Full stop. It is further alleged that she was subjected to ill treatment on account of having given birth to a girl child and was driven out of her home. Full stop. It was submitted in the reply that the husband and her in-laws told her that she could come back only if she came with rupees 20,000 in cash. Full stop. She denied that had left her matrimonial home without reasonable cause. Full stop. In the reply, she stated that she is willing to stay with her husband in case her in-laws gave her guarantee of security for her life and that of her child. Full stop. It was thus prayed that the application be dismissed. Full stop. New para. In support of her claim of bona fide requirement of the demised premises, the landlady in her deposition as AW1 has categorically stated that the tenant had shifted his residence from the demised premises finally to a new residence consisting of 2 rooms located at the back side of his dhaba. Full stop. AW5, the mother of the landlady, corroborated her testimony. Full stop. The rent controller and the appellate authority rejected the claim of the requirement of the premises in dispute made by the landlady on the flimsy and untenable ground, holding that the landlady was residing in Mohali, the place of her posting as a teacher in Education Board, full stop, new para. It was the specific case of the landlady that she in fact was residing at Mohali in one room because of her employment as a government servant, and occasionally she used to visit Ludhiana to take after her mother, full stop. It was established by the landlady that had she got the possession of the demised premises from the tenant when he had shifted to his new residence located at the backside of the dhaba, she could have immediately occupied the premises and started living along with her mother there in full stop. It is her evidence that she got the vacant possession of the demised premises, she would have commuted from Ludhiana to Chandigarh to attend her official duties, as the distance between these two places is neither far off nor time consuming, full stop. The tenant could not rebut and convert the acceptable evidence of the landlady on any material aspect, full stop. On the contrary, it finds stated in paragraph 10 of the order of the rent controller that the tenant and his brother, who appeared as RW7 and RWA respectively, have admitted the said statement of landlady, full stop. The rent controller and the appellate authority rejected the claim of the landlady on the point of bona fide requirement on the other ground, holding that the mother of the landlady is the owner of one more house at Ludhiana, which was in occupation of the brother of the mother of the landlady, and the house could be shared by the landlady and her mother, full stop, new para. During the course of the hearing of this appeal, the landlady has admitted before this court that she has since retired from the government service and presently she is residing with her sister at Chandigarh, and now she intends to reside in her own house at Ludhiana, full stop. It has been proved by the landlady that her mother, being an old woman, has to be looked after by her in her house at Ludhiana, full stop. The evidence led by the landlady clearly proves that the tenant had stopped living in the demised premises, and, as noticed above, he had shifted to his new residence located at the back of his dhaba, full stop. The landlady categorically stated in her statement that a house owned by her parents located is unfit and unsafe for habitation of landlady and her aged ailing mother, full stop. Thank you.